Close the back gate. And away they go. Karashimal was slow out a length. Ruby's Choice, ridden to respond, goes past the judge and box for the first time. IMBUTA Castrum's wide out, Salt of the Earth. Gangnam Style's there between runners. Royal Airman with the orange cap, and Most Noble saves ground to the inside, but over races for a stride or two. Your Worship slots in mid-division. Nishak in the green directly behind. Wrap up to the inside. IMBUTA Castrum's now dropping back through the field. Races about 6 or 7 lengths off them. Flying numbers towards the inside. And Mariah Ann is dropping anchor. Royal Airman as they move on to the back straight with just on 1700 to go and opens up by 1 length, but Gangnam Styles right there on the prowl moved up second, 3 parts of a length in it. Your Worship hot on the trail shows the head in third between runners. Ruby's Choice towards the inside, ridden to hold position. 2 lengths away Nishak, Most Noble towards the inside. The Graham IMBUTA Castrum spots them 10 lengths, start off a solid gallop, wrap up Salt of the Earth. Mariah Ann further back in the running, Flying Numbers, and Karashimal's a dozen off the leader. 1200 metre peg behind them, and Royal Airman doing the bidding in front by a length and a tail. Gangnam Styles right there in second, ready to spring into action. And down the inside, Your Worship, the market rival's only a half a length in it. Nishak gets a length closer. Ruby's Choice about to come under fire towards the inside. IMBUTA Castrum, Most Noble, 7-8 lengths off them. Mariah Ann's further back in the running, Flying Numbers. Wrap-ups towards the inside, 9 or 10 lengths off the gallop. 3 lengths away, Karashimal, and also losing touches, Salt of the Earth. About to be homeward bound with just on 600 to go, and Gangnam Style now looms large, about to make his presence felt. Your Worship going to mask him through. Towards the outside, Nishak now makes his presence felt. Your Worship and Nishak came together for a stride or two. Gangnam Style as they come to the 300 slipped away by a length. Your Worship now starts to come forward. IMBUTA Castrum comes alive on the inside, but it's Your Worship who went for home with 200 to go. Down the inside, IMBUTA Castrum. Gangnam Style's under pressure to the inside. Your Worship looking to last home the last bit. IMBUTA Castrum though is coming home powerfully on the inside, and be with IMBUTA Castrum close home from Your Worship. Gangnam Style, Nishak, Flying Numbers, Mariah Ann. The daughter of Fort Wood, the grey filly IMBUTA Castrum, comes home best of all. Your Worship hit the front at what looked to be the right moment coming to the 300, but IMBUTA Castrum, she comes home best of all. Donovan Dillon for the Yogas Governor Stable, and also Byron Foster for Mrs. Sabine Plattner, bred by Liplasan Stud, and wins about a half a length to 3 parts of a length at the line. Number 5, IMBUTA Castrum, enjoys the extra. Your Worship comes out second best. Gangnam Style, doing enough for the places, will stay on 3rd and 4th position. Nishak, then Flying Numbers towards the inside. Mariah Ann in a well-detached field. 300 to go, Your Worship hit the front, Gangnam Style came under pressure, and IMBUTA Castrum, she came alive up the inside. It was still Your Worship by about a half a length, but IMBUTA Castrum was slowly but surely cutting into that lead, and with 50 metres to go, IMBUTA Castrum, she finds top gear, and she goes on for the victory. Your Worship staying on second, Gangnam Style, and Nishak back to the studio.
Well, we saw Yogas Governor and Platinum Racing come to form down in the Cape, and nice to see Byron get a winner here for the yard in KZN, and this time it's with the filly, the daughter of Fort Wood, IMBUTA Castrum. Well done to Mrs. Plattner, Yogas, and of course Donovan Dillon doing duty. And firstly, Donovan, before we touch on this win, nice to see you given that award on Thursday night. Your mum was there, your family was there, and Champion Apprentice in KZN. Well done.
Thanks a lot, Adis. It was a real big honor.
Fantastic. Coming back to this filly, she was taking on the boys, but she was knocking on the door.
100% it is. She was also looking for the extra ground, and we thought that Scottsville would definitely suit her a lot better because of the longer straight. She takes a lot of time to get going, but I mean when she gets going, she gives it her all. She's a very light filly, but she's got all heart.
How did things work out for you? I saw you gave a nice patient ride.
Yeah, they were going a bit quick up front, and they slowed it up to the last turn, which suited her very nicely because she could get on the bridle then. And when I came into the straight, I got busy on her, and she prevailed. She won a very good race.
Later on, you fancy anything else?
I got some decent rides today. I fancy the other two stable runners, Liz's Passion and Nordic Jet. I think they'll be big runners, and I got a nice horse for Mr. Owls later as well, Easy Lover.
Well, you're expecting a good day, so all the best with this win and the best for the rest of the afternoon.
Thanks very much, Eddie's. And I'd just like to say a very big thanks to Byron and the whole yard, Mr. Governor back in Cape Town and Mrs. Plattner, and also to the Cattlemen and Riding Masters for all their support. And this one's for my parents.
See them on course. I saw your mum here.
Yes, very nice for them to be here.
Well played.
Thank you.
Lovely. Let's have a chat to Byron. Firstly, the stable was a bit quiet. I know that you guys doing